Good morning, everyone. As the sun rises over our coastal communities, there's a sense of calm in the air, a quiet that often comes before a significant weather event. Today, we're turning our attention to a developing situation that could impact thousands of lives along the southeastern United States. A new tropical system, currently known as Tropical Depression 9, is brewing in the Atlantic Ocean. This swirling mass of clouds and wind is gathering strength as it moves steadily toward the southeastern U.S., drawing the attention of meteorologists and emergency officials alike. Forecasters expect this system to strengthen over the next 24 to 48 hours, likely earning the name Tropical Storm Imelda. If conditions remain favorable, it could intensify further, potentially reaching hurricane status before making landfall. The National Hurricane Center has already issued watches and warnings for several coastal areas. The storm's slow movement means it could linger over affected regions, bringing days of hazardous weather. Prolonged rainfall, gusty winds, and the threat of flooding are all on the table, making this a system that demands our full attention. Even before the storm arrives, its effects are already being felt. Increased surf and dangerous rip currents are impacting the Florida coastline, prompting warnings for swimmers and boaters to stay out of the water. Local authorities are urging everyone to exercise caution near the shore. The unusually warm waters of the Atlantic are acting as fuel for this storm, providing the energy it needs to grow stronger. Meteorologists warn that these conditions could lead to rapid intensification, making it even more important to monitor updates closely. Imelda is shaping up to be a major rainmaker, with the potential to dump several inches of rain in a short period. This could lead to flash flooding in low-lying areas, disrupt travel, and cause significant property damage. Communities are being urged to prepare for the possibility of extended power outages and road closures. While the exact track and intensity of Imelda remain uncertain, the threat it poses is very real. Forecast models show a range of possible paths, and even small changes could mean big differences in who is most affected. That's why it's crucial to stay informed as new information becomes available. Now is the time to review your hurricane plan, gather emergency supplies, and make sure your family knows what to do if evacuation orders are issued. Preparation can make all the difference when severe weather strikes. This is a classic late-season tropical threat, one that reminds us of the power of nature and the importance of readiness. As we've seen in past storms, being proactive can help protect lives and property. Stay vigilant by keeping up with the latest updates from trusted sources. Whether it's through television, radio, or your smartphone, timely information is your best tool for staying safe. Remember, we're all in this together. By working as a community, sharing information, helping neighbors, and supporting one another, we can face the challenges ahead with confidence and resilience. Preparation is key, not panic. Take the time now to get ready, stay informed, and look out for each other. Together we can weather whatever Imelda brings our way. The forecast track for Imelda is uncertain, with a wide range of possibilities. The National Hurricane Center projects a west-northwest track nearing Georgia and South Carolina. Scenarios include stalling offshore, looping, or making landfall. Residents in the cone of uncertainty must prepare as if the storm is coming directly. Small changes in intensity or interaction with other systems could shift its track. Stay flexible and vigilant, as a shift could bring the worst onshore. Listen to updates from the National Hurricane Center and local officials. Don't rely on outdated forecasts. The situation is fluid. Your safety depends on having the latest information. Be prepared for any scenario. The primary threat from Imelda is water, with significant rainfall expected across a wide area. As the storm approaches, meteorologists are warning that this is not just a typical rain event. Imelda is poised to unleash a relentless downpour that could last for hours or even days in some locations. The sheer volume of water expected is enough to overwhelm even the most prepared communities, making this a situation that demands attention and caution. Forecasts show 8 to 16 inches of rain could fall over large portions of the region, with some models suggesting that isolated spots may receive even more. These numbers are staggering, especially when you consider that this much rain can fall in such a short period of time. Meteorologists are closely monitoring the storm's path, and updates are coming in frequently as the situation evolves. In some areas, localized rainfall totals could reach up to 24 inches, creating a dangerous scenario for anyone living in flood-prone neighborhoods. Streets can quickly become rivers, and even areas that have never flooded before may find themselves underwater. This could lead to flash flooding, which is one of the most life-threatening hazards during a storm like this. Flash floods can develop in minutes, leaving little time to react or escape. Emergency services may struggle to reach those in need if roads are blocked or washed out. Storm drains and creeks will be overwhelmed by the sheer volume of water, causing water to back up into streets and neighborhoods. Cars can become stranded in deep water, and even a few inches of fast-moving floodwater can sweep vehicles away. Roads can become impassable, cutting off access to essential services and making travel extremely dangerous. Low-lying areas may flood quickly, with water rising at doorsteps and filling basements before residents have a chance to react. It's important to remember that flooding can happen far from rivers and streams. Anywhere the ground cannot absorb the rain fast enough is at risk. Major river flooding is also a concern, as the relentless rain will cause rivers and bayous to swell well beyond their banks. This flooding can persist long after the rain has stopped, as water from upstream continues to flow downstream, raising river levels for days. Rivers may continue to rise for days after the rain ends, threatening homes, farms, and infrastructure along their banks. Rescue operations may be needed to help those trapped by rising water, and recovery could take weeks or even months. Communities far from the coast are at risk from heavy rain as well. Inland towns and rural areas may not be as prepared for flooding, but they are just as vulnerable. It's crucial for everyone, no matter where they live, to know their evacuation zone and stay alert to changing conditions. Have a plan to reach higher ground quickly if needed. Pack an emergency kit with essentials and make sure your family knows where to go if evacuation orders are issued. Don't wait until the last minute. Roads may close without warning. Ensure you have flood insurance in place, as standard homeowners policies typically do not cover flood damage. Review your coverage and speak with your insurance agent if you have questions. Taking action now can save you from financial hardship later. Water is the great equalizer, affecting homes and families regardless of size, location, or income. Flooding can strike anywhere, and the impacts can be devastating for entire communities. Imelda promises a historic deluge, with rainfall totals that could rival or even surpass previous records. The images of past floods serve as a stark reminder of the power of water and the importance of preparation. Stay informed and prepared for flooding. Monitor local news, sign up for emergency alerts, and work together with your neighbors to protect your community. Your safety and the safety of your loved ones depend on the actions you take now. While rainfall is the top concern with tropical systems like Imelda, it's important to remember that wind and storm surge can be just as dangerous, if not more so in certain situations. These forces can cause widespread destruction along the coast and far inland, impacting communities in ways that go beyond flooding alone. Imelda's winds, though not at hurricane strength, are still powerful enough to bring down trees, snap power lines, and peel shingles from rooftops. Even tropical storm-force winds can leave thousands without electricity for days, making it difficult to stay cool, charge devices, or keep food from spoiling. Utility crews may be working around the clock, but restoration can take time, especially if roads are blocked by debris. That's why it's crucial to secure anything that could become airborne: patio furniture, trash cans, garden tools, and even children's toys. These items can turn into dangerous projectiles, breaking windows, or injuring people. Take a few minutes to walk around your property and bring loose objects inside or tie them down securely. Preparation now can prevent costly damage later. Along the coast, the ocean will be especially treacherous. Massive waves, some reaching heights rarely seen outside of major storms, will batter piers and beaches. Rip currents will be strong and unpredictable, posing a serious risk to swimmers and surfers. Even experienced water enthusiasts should stay out of the surf during these conditions. It's tempting to visit the beach when the sun comes out between rain bands, but don't be fooled by clear skies. Dangerous surf and hidden currents can persist long after the worst of the storm has passed. Beaches may be closed for your safety, and ignoring these warnings can have deadly consequences. If Imelda stalls near the coast, relentless waves and high water levels could eat away at beaches and dunes, causing significant erosion. This not only changes the landscape but also weakens natural barriers that protect inland areas from future storms. Recovery from beach erosion can take months or even years, affecting tourism and local wildlife. Perhaps the most dangerous threat is storm surge, a wall of water pushed ashore by the force of the wind. Storm surge can flood entire neighborhoods in minutes, turning streets into rivers and cutting off escape routes. It's often the deadliest aspect of tropical storms and hurricanes, responsible for more fatalities than wind or rain. Low-lying cities like Charleston are especially vulnerable. As water rises, homes, businesses, and critical infrastructure can be inundated, leading to long-term disruptions. Floodwaters can carry debris, chemicals, and even wildlife, making them hazardous to wade or drive through. The timing of this storm is also a concern. The full moon on October 6th means higher than normal tides, which can worsen coastal flooding. Even a moderate storm surge can become catastrophic when combined with these astronomical high tides, pushing water further inland than usual. If you live on a barrier island or in a low-lying zone, pay close attention to evacuation orders. These are issued for your protection, not as a suggestion. Leaving early can save your life and make it easier for emergency responders to do their jobs. Remember, your life and the lives of your loved ones are at risk if you ignore these warnings. Take action now. Prepare your home, follow official guidance, and stay informed as the situation develops. The southeast coast is on high alert, with some areas at elevated risk. Myrtle Beach and Charleston are vulnerable to flooding from rain and storm surge. Wilmington, North Carolina, is also at risk, with memories of past flooding still fresh. Southeastern Georgia could be impacted if Imelda's track shifts west. Barrier islands are particularly vulnerable to storm surge and erosion. Florida will feel the storm's outer effects, with rain and high surf expected. Any westward deviation could bring more significant impacts to Florida. Residents should prepare for the worst and hope for the best. Stay informed and ready for any changes in the forecast. Imelda's future is uncertain due to a complex atmospheric setup. Hurricane Humberto is influencing the steering currents around Imelda. A jet stream trough could steer Imelda away, but timing is critical. High-pressure systems are creating a narrow channel for Imelda's movement. The interplay of these forces makes the forecast challenging. Meteorologists are running models to determine the most likely scenario. Imelda's path is uncertain, and we must be prepared for multiple outcomes. Stay informed and ready for any changes in the storm's track. Officials are taking proactive measures as Imelda approaches. South Carolina has declared a state of emergency to mobilize resources. Tropical storm warnings and watches are being issued along the coast. These alerts signal the need to accelerate preparations. Follow evacuation orders immediately if issued by local officials. Alerts will be updated continuously, so stay informed. Have a reliable way to receive weather alerts like a NOAA weather radio. Being prepared means having supplies and access to official information. Your safety depends on following official guidance. Reliable information is your most important tool for staying safe. Rely on trusted sources like the National Hurricane Center for updates. Local National Weather Service offices provide detailed local impact information. Have multiple ways to receive information, as power outages are possible. A NOAA weather radio is a valuable investment for direct alerts. Follow local TV meteorologists and emergency agencies on social media. Avoid misinformation by sticking to professional forecasts. Stay informed and make decisions based on accurate information. It's time to prepare for Tropical Storm Imelda. The threat is real, with potential for life-threatening impacts. Use this calm period to ensure your family and home are ready. Check your hurricane supply kit and secure your property. Review your family's emergency plan and know your evacuation zone. Prepare for the worst, but don't panic. We have time and advanced warning to take measured steps. Keep a close watch on trusted forecasts and stay informed. We're all in this together, so look out for your neighbors. Stay safe and be ready for whatever comes our way.